I want to ask you a question. You are a Christian, ba? What do you have to say about Abel Damina?
That preacher.
Yes.
Hey, so many people like his way of preaching. Some people criticize him. The only thing to me, yes, personally,
yes,
if you bring out all your analysis, in what way does it help my life? If you like, say God does not give children. If you like, say God does not live in heaven. If you like, say there is no rapture. If you like, say my own point is all this your analysis now. How does it improve my life from point B to point C to point D to point A? How will I now say, since I've been listening to this message, economically, academically, in every affairs of my life, things have been improved. I don't dwell in critics or you trying to be relevant or not trying to be relevant. Even if you made some valid points, fine. But if I find out that it's not helping my life, that point is left for you. It's not. I'm not in need of it. I'm not a fan of any pastors anymore. I can read and understand Bible on my own.
And then what is your take on tithing?
See, let me tell you this. If you have a belief over something and you hold on to that belief, there is always a result. It may not be on the positive side, it may be on the negative side. But do you know there are people who have some things they are worshiping until today they still have points? Some people have been Christians for a long time and tithe have been paying their way. Each time they default from tithe, there is always a consequences. Are you getting me?
Well.
So if I'm in position and you want to tell me that is that point you are giving to me that will change my mind from tithing, no, I will keep tithing. But if you on your own does not have a belief on tithing and it does not affect you, what is there? If somebody has given you reason not to pay tithe and you believe it, you can stay on it. You get me?
Okay, now your own personal opinion.
Yes.
Do you think churches should pay tithe or they shouldn't pay tithe?
Personally, yes, from my own understanding,
yes,
based on the way I read Bible,
yes,
we pay tithe in different way. Paying tithe is not coming to church and bring offering. I like they say, if you want to pay your tithe, come out. That's not the way I see it.
Okay.
At all. Like 5 people gathered now. Invite 5 people around this environment now. And you bring drink, you bring food, we eat. You have paid tithe. Go and check it. You decide to go and help people on the road that are hungry. You have paid tithe. You decide to go to hospital to visit people who are in need. You have paid tithe. So tithe is allowed.
Now,
but it should not be stereotyped in a particular form, in a particular way. That it must be when you package it in an envelope, that's when you pay your tithe. No, I don't believe in that way.
Okay, what's the difference between tithe and giving?
Giving of offering or just generally giving?
Giving of alms.
Okay, the difference is you can give at any time.
Yes.
But when you want to give tithe, you plan it, you measure it. You get, you measure it, you check the value, you check how it's going to affect the person. But giving, you can just say, hey, I take all this one. You know, send, you just give. But anytime you want to do something like that, tithing, because you can't just say, hey, Muna come a day. Before you don't say make we come, you don't already know the strength of your pocket. So by the time we gather like that, you have done it. By the time you decide say you want to go to hospital, you have already weighed it.
Yes.
So it's a planned way of doing something. You get. So if tithing should move you more than just giving.
Okay, do you think that people should give to God? Do you think people should give to God?
Yes. Because even from the time being, the God we serve now gave to us. He gave himself to us. If you are to follow it biblically, he gave himself to us. There are so many backups in the Bible, from the Old Testament, from the times of Israel, from the times of Jacob, from the times of Moses, whereby they gave back to God. So why not give back to him? It's not that he's forcing you to give to him. See, there's one saying that a rich man once, a popular rich man in this country, is late M.K. Abiola. He said that somebody gave him a gift of a biro. You get?
Yeah.
That it touched him because everybody believe he has. So many rich people, they value it when you give them. It's not that they don't have, but because people believe that they have, they don't give, they don't receive. So if a rich man will react this way, billionaire who has everything, will react over a small biro, how much more if you decide to say, God, I gave this to you? It means you are trying to show that love, how much you love him. It's not that he needs it, but the respect, the love, that is just the underlying word there. So giving to God is not bad.
But Abel Damina, he said that people are trying to bribe God by giving God. So I need a little bit of clarification there, where people who have listened.
The same person, I watched him where he was shouting at his members that because he said giving of tithe and offering is not a compulsory thing, that it does not move God. That because he said that, people have stopped giving. He was now shouting at them and said, if you did not give, how do we put diesel in the generator? How do we run the church programs? How do we run the activities in the church?
But he said no giving, that God is not interested in your money.
Yes, he's not saying, it means that all those times people are giving, you don't even give out of love. That if people really love God, and you have love, you should give, because he cannot use his blood to fuel the activities of the church. So it's contradictory. So many of them are just doing this to contradict themselves and find relevancy.
I think I believe this one. I believe it.
And find relevancy.
I believe it because me, I'm finding it difficult. Why I'm finding it difficult is because me, I'm a Christian. And as a Christian, there are things that have worked for me. And all of a sudden, I'm waking up to believe that those things that I was doing is wrong. How can I, after I have benefited from something, and you now told me that that thing was never there, and I have felt it, I have touched it, had personal encounter, and then all of a sudden you are trying to change it that is not there. So I can't find.
Do you know what I used to tell my brother? I said, we all are human. None of us is God.
Bless you.
So many people react on their own opinion. They use their own opinion to rule you. They use their own opinion to psych you. And where they have more power is, one, they sound more intelligent from their language.
English.
Two, they have money.
Yes.
When you have money and you sound very fluent, anybody that hears you speak, we think you have it all. You have it all. So you are easily to be believed. You get me? The point there is, we are not God. God does not think the way we think. God does not act the way we act.
I want to buttress this point. You see, I read the Bible to a certain point, and I read the book of Job. And that book of Job where I read, I find out that God was talking to Job, where Job was claiming that he knew God very well. And God was saying to Job, he said, Job, you think you are wise?
It's in the Bible.
Yes. You think you are wise? If you think you are wise, do you know where I store the rain? If you think you are wise, do you know how lions give birth? How I control the population of the lions? What about the mountain goats? Do you know how they survive? He said, do you know how I put the boundary between the waters and the earth? You understand?
Yeah.
But these days, I can see some people coming out to show their human wisdom.
Knowledge.
To show their human knowledge. saying things as if they are God himself.
Yes.
Saying things as if they have known God before Jesus was born.
Mm.
Saying things as if what they are saying, they have knowledge of it, or they have dined with God before, and God have told them things.
Mm-hmm.
One time I heard one prophet who was saying, God say, God say, God say. What I asked the I said, sir, this God say you are saying, if God stand in front of you here now, will you tell him that this thing you say that he's the one I told you? The man was
Are you not
silent.
in this country when a failed politician said that God told him he's going to be president after the former president Buhari?
Yes.
Is it after Buhari or after
Is
Goodluck?
it even only that one? What about the last administration? I mean, the last election. A lot of prophecies came that this will be this.
Yes.
God say this.
Yes.
God say that.
And nothing
God do
happened.
this. And these people have made nonsense of prophecy.
That is what I'm saying. Human's opinion. And the funny part of